Hi, Eric.
Yes,
It's Kate. How are you?
I'm good. And you, Kate?
I'm doing very well, thanks.
How's the weather for you, California?
It's actually pretty lovely. I'm one that likes chili. 60 degrees is nice.
Which is what's the temperature right now?
It's about 60. So, fairly mild chill, but for California chill.
You're lucky because you're gonna be in Montreal in May. Because right now the winter is really bad.
Is it?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. We got something like I don't know. It's not millimeter. It's more after the millimeter.
Oh, jeez.
It's not
Okay. Oh,
French.
snowing?
Yeah, we got like 100 in one day.
Oh, my.
And it got like minus 40.
Oh, my. Yeah, two totally different worlds right now then.
Yeah, yeah. And so touring in May is the perfect idea in Quebec.
I've actually never been to Canada, so the whole trip is just anticipating even completely amazing. I'm excited.
You're gonna love it because, with the winter everything is froze, even people, because it's so cold. But in May, people are just getting warm up, and because, we have the first sunny day in May, and, it's getting more warmer, like maybe 18 plus 18 Celsius. It just people get crazy.
Oh, fun. I'm excited.
So the Poudre is the perfect timing. You're gonna have all the Quebec and people travel for, from all around Quebec to go to Montreal on that weekend, and they're like crazy. And I am.
You're coming as well?
Oh yeah, I will.
Fantastic. Oh, great.
Because you're gonna see the Poudre. It's so different from other festival. It's a kind of his own festival. It's more there's five or six venues at the same times, and it's more about discovering band and then see the headline at the end of the night. And people are rushing everywhere in Montreal and run from venues to venues, and it's really cool.
Oh, I love it. There's a festival I grew up going to in San Francisco that was similar, so I'm excited for that discovery piece, especially.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. And the news that you get on the bill, it's crazy. People are freaking out.
That's good. It's how we want it to be.
So for the interview, it's gonna be quite easy. When you're ready, I'm gonna say, "Hi, this is DJ Punkaz Bed, and I'm going to do introduce yourself." I pre-record the interview, and I will air it on Monday, on next Monday. So make sure I'm gonna send you the podcast and the link to listen to the show.
Okay. Sounds great. I am ready whenever you are.
Hell yeah, this is DJ Punkaz Bed. Welcome for the first time to our Quebec radio show. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself.
Hi. Yeah, this is Kate from Tsunami Bomb.
You were kind of the missing piece of the puzzle.
It has definitely been a new ad. It's been interesting to have the five of us together. I think, those that have seen this band in all of its iterations over the years, it's definitely something new when you put the five of us together, even though so many of the members are the original crew.
So, how the story, came to your way? How the idea of, getting the back together and have you on the bill, came to you?
Yeah, so this all kind of started with Brian Plink. He was the original guitarist for Tsunami Bomb back in '98, and he left the band years later. So he had the thought of there's all of these songs that are out there but not really available. So he and Dominic really got the ball rolling to get Trust No One, the retrospective collection, put together. And they were anticipating, let's do one show, let's get together, let's represent this album. So they kind of got the ball rolling there and got Juliet involved and got Gabe and had reached out to the other members. So when it came to be that they were going to need somebody to help on vocals for that day, Brian and I were friends. So he actually talked to me, and I honestly thought he was a little nuts, but talked me into it and giving it a shot. And honestly, when I met Dominic and the rest of the crew, it was just It was amazing. It was so much fun. So we got together to start with the Vandals' 20th Christmas formal, and it's kind of just been a story that's taken on its own life since then. The fans were incredible, so we just kept it going.
And I don't know from you, but what I saw was kind of naturally. It kind of like the chemistry between you guys came really naturally, and even if the songs are kind of old and everything, it seems like it's fresh and new.
I love hearing that. Thank you. That I think is a big part of why this is working and why we're all enjoying it. We talked about it. We don't want to do this if it's not fun. I'll share with you kind of the fun anecdote. I don't know if people really necessarily know, but Oubliette and I didn't actually meet in person until about an hour before our first show together, which was a kind of warm-up secret show at a club called 12340 in San Francisco. So she flew in straight to our rehearsal space. We played our set once, met for the first time, and then went straight into our show, and then straight to the Vandal show the next night. So it was very much because of our just natural chemistry, as you said, and just our friendships that this has all kind of worked and taken off.
This
Oh
is
yeah,
just
one
too
hour.
crazy. And you said that to a guy that just cannot sing, so thinking that is just, how the fuck can you do that? But you did.
The wonders of technology. A couple of FaceTime rehearsals help.
It's like the Me First and the Gimme Gimmes when they told me, like, they never rehearsed together. They just, like, they met before the show and they play. And I'm like, what the fuck? How the fuck did you do that? There's band that's spending, hours and hours getting chemistry together and, practicing and it's just like, but it's the beauty of music. I think that's the magic you get through music, those kind of moments, and the rush of adrenaline must be crazy before the show.
Oh, it really is. We all kind of have our own routines. For Gabe and Dom, they tend to focus a lot on rehearsing in the corner, and Gabe will kind of jump in. Oubliette and I will kind of go and relax for a minute. But yeah, as soon as we hit that stage, it's just that rush.
Wow, and it's amazing because what I saw from the show, was people getting crazy seeing you guys back, but hear the songs again, because when the band split, we never knew, and I think we're at the era that it's more the songs than who play it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, for sure. There's a lot of nostalgia across the whole music industry and performance right now. And I think especially if you look at punk and alternative and some of the older bands coming back, they drive you right back into those moments. And that is, for me at least, anytime I go to a show, that's what I'm looking for these days. There's some exploring, but it's more bring me back to kind of the good old days.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned it. There's a huge nostalgia. I'm 36, and there's something crystallized in the 90s, and people, want to see that again. They want to be part of that again, and they're at the age of the kids have 8, 10, 12 years old, so they can have babysitter, and they can go see shows again. And I think they wanna let it go. They wanna get off and just have fun. And what they wanna hear and see is, yeah, you mentioned it, nostalgia. Bands or songs or thing they missed through all those years.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, if you look at our group, there's a mixture of ages. I'm turning 27 this year. Oubliette is a bit older than me, and then the guys are a little bit older as well. And you see that in our fans and our fan bases. You'll get people that are coming out that haven't been out in years. You'll get them bringing out their kids that are now 10 or 12. But then you'll also get some teenagers that were, my older sister listened to you and gave me that album for the first time. So that's really an interesting energy just when it comes to the crowd, and so much passion. We joke all the time. Either people are diehard Tsunami Bomb fans or have no idea in the world who we are. And to see those mashed together at a show is pretty cool.
It's true. It's so true because the scene has changed a lot. Let's face it. I think the scene, has get back where it started. No one's really making money out of it, and most of the band, they do that. They have works, and and the bands that live through that. They don't have much more, like Pennywise, Fletcher told me, like, I don't get that much money. People think we're rich. It's not, back in the 90s, yeah, not now. So, people are doing it for the right reasons, and it's beautiful to see that there's a really, really strong active scene right now. But it's like it's the real fans that are there. People that know music, that been there, back in the days, and they know what great band and everything. So they're there for a fucking reason.
Yeah, exactly.
So we start up the years. You're gonna be at the Poudre Fest for the first time. It's gonna be your first time around Canada. So how you felt?
I'm so excited. I mean, this will actually be our first international show since we've been back together too. So we've done a pretty good job of staying active, as you mentioned, with our careers and jobs, and this is the fun project, the job project. So we kind of stayed close to our homes, the Bay Area for half of us, or the East Coast to be close to Oubliette. So to be able to really travel is it's just kind of mind blowing, and I'm just
We're all ready for that tour. Um, check the dates, and I mentioned it. You're gonna love the Poudre Fest. Montreal always been really punk rock city. I think the whole Quebec is, really strong music fans. Of every genre. People love music here, and like I told, with the winter we got, people are gonna be crazy.
ready to let loose a little bit.
You're gonna be on stage saying, "Okay, Eric was fucking right."
I'm going to see that.
Because it's a cool experience, and you have to meet, a lot of fans, of course, but playing with, all those bands. I'm sure, that you're close friends with, for some band that, the guy missed back in the days. It's crazy. Things change, but the friendship in the scene, it's still the family affair. And it's beautiful for that.
Yeah, no, and then that shows. I've been amazed by just the amount of just camaraderie in this genre and in this world. It's really exciting to see, and you're right, starting to see familiar names and familiar faces, and just so excited to see all the artists that set up there and be excited to do what they do. That's really what it comes down to. And as you said, with an energy coming off of a heavy winter like this, it should be amazing.
Yeah, but it's not. I'm complaining, but I think it's everywhere in the world.
Oh, we all have our battles, but that's okay. We'll enjoy it at the end.
So, after the tour, is gonna be like day to day, or is there something in the air, new stuff?
Yeah, so there's definitely more on the horizon for us. So specifically speaking with that weekend, anticipate seeing us around probably the East Coast. Haven't settled on exactly what cities yet, but maybe stateside, we'll see. But for us, musically, yeah, we've actually been working very hard to get a new collection put together. So we're looking at probably an EP and getting that recorded, hopefully sometime in early spring here. So that's a big focus for us right now. So as much as our tour calendar, we're starting to fill out for the year, more so be anticipating new music from us.
Well, yeah, and it's cool that you mentioned an EP. I told to many bands, right now it's a weird era, and with the crash of the industry and everything, people are downloading a lesson, through stream. But anyway, it's just that it's so fast right now, and you have to be constantly on the news. The name has always to be there. So I always say to band, release like 2 EP a year, and you're gonna always be in the news, and because when you release the records after 3 weeks, it seems like it's just like it disappeared. Another one. It's so fucking fast.
Yeah. And it's interesting, if you look at the discography for Tsunami Bomb, there's so many kind of different eras and sounds that come together. If you look at the really early stuff from Mayhem on the High Seas all the way through to the definitive act. So for us, talking about it, there's enough material out there to put out a record tomorrow, but we want to make sure that it's the right songs, the right time, and we think an EP is going to be the right way to start that chapter back.
Well, yeah, it's cool. From the bottom of my heart, I miss you guys, and I can't wait to see you, around Quebec and around Canada. Again, we repeat ourselves, but go check the date, grab the tickets, and go see them. If you never saw them, god damn it.
Yeah, and if you have, it would have been, 15 years ago. So welcome to a new era.
Yeah, I had, and I was 20.
The last time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been a while for me. So I don't remember that much, and I remember we were kind of all kids back in the days. So it's gonna be cool to see those songs. And I mention it. It's cool because it's kind of discover again those songs because with your vocal and the way you sing it and the way you do the songs. It's so different in a way that it's still you have that vibe from the songs, but it's kind of new, freshy, and it's cool.
Yeah, it'll be a show to remember for sure, one way or the other. But thank you. I'm really happy to be on this journey.
Hell yeah, seriously, thank you so much from the bottom of my punk rock heart for taking time for our radio show.
Absolutely, and thank you for just having me. And I guess I'll see you in a couple of months.
Hell yeah, and the Poodza Fest.
Thanks, Eric.
Kate, before we leave, we're gonna celebrate our 500 episode really soon.
That's
Can
incredible. Congrats.
Yeah, I'm old too. Can you do me a quick ID, like really simple? Like keep it simple is our way of doing thing. But just saying, hi, this is Kate from Tsunami Bomb and Happy 500
Absolutely. Tell me when.
when you're ready.
All right. Hey, this is Kate from Tsunami Bomb. Just want to say congratulations to a amazing 500th episode.
Hell yeah, nail it in one time.
Work.
You did that your whole life.
Getting practice.
Thank you so much, Kate. I appreciate that. Again, it's really generous that you took time. Say hi to everyone in the band. To tell them that I miss them. They will surely not remember me from 15 years ago. But let's restart and
Yes.
see each other at the Puzza.
Yes, definitely. And I need it. Let's stay connected, and we'll see you today.
Hell yeah! And anyway, I'm gonna send you, like I said, all the details when I hear the end. But I hear it on Monday, but I'm gonna send you all the links for people to listen to the show and the podcast the day after.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye bye, Kate.
Bye.
Cheers.